At the biggest robotics conference on Earth, the gap was not hidden in a research paper this year. It was dancing across the floor. This is a Unitree G1 doing ballet on a red carpet in Vienna. It costs $13,500, about the price of a used car. And almost every humanoid robot in this hall was built in China. Robotics creator KhanFlicks filmed this while walking the floor of ICRA, the field's biggest annual research conference, held in Vienna this June. More than 8,000 researchers, over 140 companies, and in aisle after aisle of his footage, the humanoids people could actually walk up to and touch came from Chinese companies: Unitree, AgiBot, Booster, Magic Lab, and a dozen names most viewers have never heard. The price is the first half of the gap. Unitree launched the G1 2 years ago at around $16,000, and today lists the base model at $13,500 before shipping. The robot got more capable and cheaper. No Western humanoid even has a public sticker price. That one fact changes who gets to experiment. A university lab, a startup, or a rich hobbyist can just buy one. At RSS in California, Milford Robotics filmed a G1 running across campus. Like, that is now a thing people can bring to a robotics event. The second half is volume. By one market count, more than 13,000 humanoid robots shipped worldwide last year, and analysts put China's share at roughly 85%. AgiBot rolled its 10,000th robot off the line in March. Figure and Tesla, the most famous Western names, have each deployed a few hundred at most. Then there is what AgiBot did at the conference itself. It ran a competition where 526 teams from 27 countries trained robot brains in simulation, and the finalists had to run them on real AgiBot G2 humanoids live in Vienna in front of judges. A team from the phone maker Vivo took first place in one track. Win or lose, every one of those teams was iterating on the same cheap, available Chinese hardware. That is the quiet strategy. When your robot becomes the platform everyone tests on, the world's feedback comes back to your factory. Unitree's demo culture works the same way, in public and at full speed. At Beijing's First World Humanoid Robot Games last summer, a G1 ran a 100-meter obstacle course in 33.71 seconds and took gold. Unitree's own videos show G1s taking kicks, recovering from falls, and landing back-to-back flips. These are choreographed demos, and the company's own footage says so in the fine print. But choreographed or not, the hardware is taking real hits and getting back up, and every public stumble feeds the next design revision. The reason China can iterate like this comes down to distance. A humanoid robot is mostly motors, gear reducers, batteries, cameras, and circuit boards. In the manufacturing belt around Shenzhen and the Yangtze Delta, nearly every one of those parts is made within a few hours of the factory that assembles the robot. A design change on Monday can be a revised part by midweek, and a walking prototype the week after. Most Western builders order many of those same components across an ocean, and every iteration waits on a boat. The money is following the volume bet. Unitree cleared a key review hurdle for a Shanghai stock listing this spring in just 73 days, aiming to raise over $500 million to build more humanoids. The West is playing a different game. Figure, in California, put its robots on a real BMW assembly line in South Carolina. The company reports 10-hour shifts, more than 90,000 parts loaded, and over 30,000 vehicles touched. No Chinese humanoid maker has published anything like that. A paying industrial customer, measurable output, month after month. Fewer robots, far more expensive, and aimed straight at revenue. And there is a catch inside the Chinese numbers too. Market watchers note that demand has not caught up with production. Many humanoids sold today become research platforms, showpieces, or lobby greeters. Creator Suit Bro walked the ICRA floor asking the uncomfortable version of the question. Are these robots actually ready for the real world? Nobody, in China or the West, has cracked the hard problem yet. Useful work, reliably, without a script, a teleoperator, or a carefully controlled environment. So the question this conference leaves behind is which strategy wins? If robot autonomy stays hard for years, Figure's narrow, paid factory deployments may be the only humanoids earning their keep, and the premium path looks smart. But if capable robot brains arrive soon, they will land first on whatever hardware is cheap, everywhere, and already in people's hands. The humanoid race is not just about who builds the smartest robot. It is about who can build the most. And right now, that answer is not close.